And now I'm turning over to Pastor Coney.
In closing tonight, because the hour's late and we have things to do, but I just want to thank everyone for your love and your care, for your heart. My father, I believe, died of a broken heart for people. My father cried with people and cried over people and cried for people. He cried a lot, tried to do everything he could do. And that 51 years ago, my father opened up the church in a small storefront mission. And from those days in 1957, I was 8 years old. My sister was younger than I was. The church evolved, and he built the church with the help of the community that we're in now. And it is fully paid for, and it is a block of property that we have. And we have the room on the property in our parking lot to build a school. And that is our goal, is to build this school into a full-fledged school for boys, and then a school for girls. And we have put a board of directors together, and then there's a lot more to tell, and we'll do that at another time. But in closing, I got on a bus one morning, and children were loaded on the bus with their picnic lunches and their apples and cookies and drinks. They were with adults, and it looked like we were headed for a great day, you know, maybe in an amusement park. However, the bus we got on was in Rikers Island. The adults were not their mothers or their fathers. They were their social workers. The children were little children. Their lunches were for later because they were going to visit their mothers or their fathers. On the bus, children were laughing and excited to see their mothers. I was on the bus with another friend of mine who had taken the responsibility of one of the children whose mother was in prison through the adoption program Chaplain Maria Lopez had started in Rikers, and she was supposed to be here for the closing of our benediction, and she's not. As the bus, and I don't know how many of you have been on Rikers Island, but if you haven't, take a ride. Try to get in and take a ride. It's a city. It's a city of huge buildings and tremendous properties, and it's an island unto itself. As we passed down the roads, through the buildings, little boy would say, "Oh, my mother's over there in that building," and the little boy would say, "Oh, my uncle's in that building, my father's in that building, my brother's in that building, my aunt is in that building." We went into the prison, and all the children were searched. Went in waiting for their mothers now in the playroom. The mothers come out, and then 2 hours go by, and the bell rings, and it's time to separate. And the children were crying and screaming, "Mommy, don't leave me. Can I stay with you? Don't leave me." They were pulled away from their mothers by their social workers. And they had to watch their mothers walk away behind bars as gates slammed to secure the area that the children were in, and to take the mothers away first and watch their mothers walk away. The ride home was not a happy ride. The ride home, everyone was crying. Social workers were trying to comfort children. It was a mess. We are responsible, those of us that have a heart for people, to do something. And we can't take the pain away, but we can lift the circumstances that would add more pain. And that is why we care about children, because children struggle and children suffer. And then they go to school, and the teacher wants to know, why isn't your homework done? Why are you sleeping in class? What's wrong? And you're not paying attention. And children, my father said, should not have the head of an adult on them, but many of our children are carrying adult heads and never asked for it. So I leave with you today the importance of this after-school program.